Good afternoon. Welcome to Windsor College. My name is Jamie Davis and I am the Head of Creative and Performing Arts here at Windsor. Just going to have a little chat with you today about what we offer here in our Performing Arts department and then take any questions you may have. So, I suppose the main reason most of you are here today is because you are interested in the Level 3 BTEC. So that means you have finished school with a Level 2 qualification, which are your GCSEs, and are ready to move on to your Level 3. We offer 2 BTEC qualifications for you. We've got the Extended Diploma, and that is your full-time performing arts course and is the equivalent of 3 A levels. So you will just spend your time studying performing arts. Alternatively, you can do what we call the Foundation Diploma in Performing Arts, and that is a slightly smaller qualification, which is worth 1.5 A levels, and you would do that alongside 2 other A levels. So if you're not really sure what you want to do yet, you want to keep your options open and you want to think about maybe A-level English or A-level sociology or media studies, you can study those alongside performing arts. But you still get to do all the practical work, you still get to do all the shows. For those of you who maybe the GCSEs aren't going to quite work out for you for whatever reason, we also offer you the Level 2 qualification. That's a chance for you to come to college and essentially have a fresh start. So you can resit your maths and your English. And on top of that, then you can study performing arts with us. That is with a University Arts London qualification, and that is in performing and production arts. Also, at the other end of your journey with us, you can also stay with us for an extra year. So many of our students now who are maybe thinking about drama school or they're not quite sure what they want to do yet, they will stay for our Level 4, which is a professional diploma in performance. That is entirely performance focused and just gets them ready for their next steps. So we're very lucky here at Windsor. We have 2 drama studios on site. We also have recording studios and media suites, but also we have the Arts Centre that's just 2 minutes down the road from us. So whilst you're with us, you will split your time. Some of your lessons you will have here on campus, and the rest of the time you will be at the Arts Centre down the road. It is a public venue, so it has got a lovely cafe and bar, so when your parents come to watch you in shows. As you can see there, they've got a lovely auditorium, which is a 150-seater, and a dance studio downstairs. Whilst you're with us, you will be aiming to do 3 public performances each year. So they'll be open to everyone, they will be advertised in the local community, and they will give you a range of performance experiences whilst you're with us. Okay, so the BTEC, which is your Level 3 qualification. And this is the qualification that will get you to university or drama school. Over the 2 years, you will be studying about 14 hours a week of actual lesson time with additional rehearsals on top. It is mainly practical, but there will be some written work to support your grades. It's entirely coursework based, so there's no more exams. But through those 2 years, we will take you through every facet of the industry. So we will look at sort of some skills-based workshops, so developing voice, developing movement, singing skills, dance skills, stage combat, and then also then specific practical projects. So you will look at Stanislavski and study naturalism, you will look at political theatre and you will put on a Bertolt Brecht production, you will look at musical theatre, you will do a Shakespeare production, you will study Greek theatre, and then also some of the more strange and weird and wonderful practitioners such as Artaud and Berkhoff. You'll also study a lot of physical theatre, such as Frantic Assembly, which a lot of you probably looked at school, and we will develop on those skills. You will also get the chance to put on your pantomime and tour all the local primary schools in the run-up to Christmas. And then for those of you who in your second year may be thinking, I'm not sure if acting is for me anymore, we'll also give you some skills in other areas. So you will get the chance to direct your own pieces, script writing, audio performance, as well as producing and production management. And for those of you who really want to get to grips with the backstage, we'll also pair you up with our technician, and so you can get to grips with lighting and sound design. As well as that, we will bring you as many guest speakers as possible, so you'll get the chance to meet and talk to people in the industry, those who actually broke into it, and that's sort of on stage, but also behind the scenes, and we will make sure that you are ready with audition technique. So a lot of your second year is focused on getting you ready for your next steps, whether that be university, drama school, or in some cases, straight into the industry. So, as I said, we hope you'll join us for the level 3 qualification, and we hope that all goes well. If it doesn't all go well, or you just need a fresh start, the University Arts London Diploma at level 2 is there for you. It's a nice little fresh start year, as I said, and will introduce you to all the main basics of theatre making. So you will split your time between the drama studios, where you will do practical acting work, but then also the art studios. So you will learn about mask making, set design, costume design, and marketing. So it introduces you to a little bit of everything. And as I say, whilst you redo your maths, redo your English, and get ready for your level 3 qualification the following year. It's a nice little one-year course, and students have taken that course and then successfully gone on to either a level 3 in performing arts or in other creative subjects like creative media, art and design, or fashion and 3D design. A lot of our students actually go on to that because the 3D design part is where the set design and the prop making comes in. Okay, and as I said, on the other side of that, you've got your level 4. So the level 4 is a purely practical course, and it is there for those students who maybe they didn't get into drama school, or they're not sure what they wanted to do yet, or they just needed that additional year. And it is a purely practical course to get you ready. So we will continue to support you with developing voice, developing movement, developing acting skills. We will also give you as many performance opportunities as possible. So the whole purpose of this year is to get you on stage as much as possible. Okay. We will also be some theory classes, but again, it will be done in a purely practical way. So for those of you who are thinking it might not be drama school, but a university course in drama, it introduces you to some more writers, practitioners, and styles to develop. Once a week, then, we will also keep you going with audition technique. So we will look at finding you as many audition pieces as possible. We will look at sight reading, which is a skill in itself. We will look at if you need singing auditions, preparing you for movement auditions, or especially now in this online world, starting to getting auditions on tape for you and submitting them to the drama schools. It is a pretty successful course. We do get students leaving us and then going on to universities, but also onto drama schools. So as you'll see there, this was one of our students last year, Kaylee Thorne. So Kaylee came to us at 16, knew she loved the theatre, didn't quite know what she wanted to do with it. Over the 2 years at level 3, we started to develop her skills, not just as an actor, but also as a singer and a musician. By the time she got to level 4, she knew what she wanted to do, and it was making sure we gave her as many performance opportunities in that, because she decided she wanted to be an actor musician. So it's a small little creative course, and she went off to Leeds to do it. So where she will develop her skills both as an actor, but also as a musician. Okay, so as I say, you'll get a range of productions whilst you're with us, and we will do 3 a year with you. So one opportunity every term, okay? And they will be at the Old Court. Sometimes we go further afield though, and we found spaces. We also do the National Theatre Connections Festival every year, which gives you an opportunity to perform further afield. And we've just got a few highlights for you there. So the whole point of our course, it is as much as possible to get you ready for the performance. We are talking about you get a full-on week. That doesn't mean you just get to think about the acting. You do it all. You build a set, You're there for late nights. You are there to tech it. You are there to costume it. You are there to do the year groups. We try to make sure that you get a professional experience in the theatre. And this here is an example of one of our first year shows. So at the end of the first year, you will do a contemporary theatre performance. And this was the guy's performance a couple of years ago. A vampire play called Let the Right Name. So, just to look at some of our success stories. So all of our students, if they want to go to university, 100% of them make their first choices. I think that's important to bear in mind. It gets you ready for your next practical steps. But that's not to say you can only do a performing arts or theatre degree with this. So we have students who've gone on to degrees in design, but also event management, degrees in English, degrees in psychology. There are a range of options there. And the reason that those students still manage to get into those subjects is because of the skills they learn whilst they're with us. So yes, we teach them how to be better actors, but it's all those other qualities that any university, any employer wants. The students leave confident, they leave articulate, they are problem solvers, they find creative solutions to problems, they are leaders, but they can also collaborate with others. They are confident, creative individuals, which is why they go on and achieve. Other than that, other things to tell you about the college life. So there's lots of cross-college activities that the performing arts students in particular do enjoy being a part of. We have things like the Freshers' Fair. So when you come to join us in September, it'll introduce you to everything the building has on offer, but also the local businesses and local offers for you as a student. We do have clubs and societies. You are also able to take on extended project qualification. So for those of you who are interested in something specific that may be not related to your subject, you have the opportunity to do an additional qualification on top. So it might be that you want to explore being a playwright more or being an artist more, so you can do a creative independent project as well. Student voice is really important to the college. So we have a student parliament. So you will have a core studies group and you can nominate to be the spokesperson for that. And then once a term, we have what is called a student parliament. And that's an opportunity for heads of department like me, but also some teachers and the students to get together and actually have a chat about how the students think it's going, what we can do to change things and what we can do to support you further. Trips and visits, especially for performing arts, is a big one. Hopefully by next year, things will be back to normal and we'll be able to take you to the theatre. And we would normally aim to do that at the very least once a term. So once a term, we will take you into London to see a show. We will take that money up front from you, but also there is financial support for those who need it. Any other information you need about our subjects, the easiest way to find them is to follow us on social media. So if you go to our Instagram page, we've got p.arts_Windsor College. Everything there, it shows us the shows we've done, clips from performances, what the classroom environment is like, what students think about their time with us. Everything that you might need to help you make that decision is there for you. And also, if you are someone who knows they want to do a creative subject but isn't quite sure which one yet, we have the other subjects there as well. So there's a photography one, art and fashion one, and a media one. So by all means, follow us on Instagram. And now, so this is the opportunity to answer any questions that you might have for me. Okay, the first one that normally does come up is what happens now. So bear in mind, this is how to apply. So once you go onto the course on the website, you can create an account and complete the online form. In normal years, you would then come along to an interview, but obviously this year we will give you a call and just have a chat about your options. Are these right for you? And then it's as simple as that. Okay, thank you. And now over to you guys. Any questions you might have?
Hi, Jamie. Thank you. Yeah, a few questions that we've had come in. First one is, what support is available to help with applications to drama schools?
Okay. So at the end of your first year with us, we will start to introduce, we have a whole unit, so there is an acting auditions unit. So we will introduce you to all your university options and your drama school options and the requirements of those applications. And then we will start to help you find suitable pieces, and you will have a whole unit to explore those. So normally you will have to find at least one classical speech, so a Shakespeare, and also one contemporary speech. Okay. And we will then take you through an audition scenario. So we will bring a guest speaker in, and so you have a stranger in the room just to get used to that environment, and we will have a mock audition day. Beyond that, then, we will sit with you and help you with your personal statements and your applications, and then start to take you through that process. So as the audition dates come in, as the fees and the different arrangements and demands of each drama school, you have 3 main lecturers whilst you're with us. So we have one who very much went down the university route and then went into teaching. We have our music theatre teacher who actually did a degree in music and then studied an MA in musical theatre at drama school. And then myself, who I went to university, first of all, I went to Exeter, and then I did a postgrad at drama school and then worked in the industry. So you have a range of teachers, all with a range of education experiences, but also industry experiences. And we will guide you through that process.
Great, thank you. Yeah, someone's actually messaged, I didn't get to do a GCSE in drama. Is that a problem?
It's not a problem, and we've certainly had students before. It's generally what we would say is, and this would come out when we have a chat with you at interview, it might be that, you didn't do GCSE in drama, but you are part of your local theatre club, or, you can demonstrate your experience in other ways. I would say it's rare that someone comes in never having done any drama, but it actually has happened. And what we've done in those cases, when they come to interview or enroll, we've asked them, can we see a short performance piece just to see that this is right for you? But we certainly wouldn't discount your application because you haven't done GCSE drama, so don't worry.
Great, thank you. And I mean, touching on the interview process, how does that work, and what are you looking for when you meet students at the interview?
So in a normal year, we would ask you to actually prepare something, come into the building and perform a 2-minute monologue, song or dance routine, whichever you prefer. Obviously, that can't happen at the moment. So we are just having telephone conversations. So it is just a chat about your interests, your experiences to date, and just checking that, a full-time performing arts course is the right steps for you. Yeah. So it's about, yes, having some experience, but all we actually want to see is that you love it. If you love theatre, if you love performance, if you love films, or if you love actors, all we want is that passion, because we can teach you the rest.
Great, cheers. Right, what clothes do students have to wear to class?
We don't have any type of uniform, or we certainly don't insist on anything particular. Just be practical, be comfortable, because there's a lot of moving around, a lot of jumping around in a day. So they can be quite long days, they can be quite physical days. So it's just to be comfy.
Great. And how many students roughly in each class? Does it vary?
It does vary. It ranges from about 15 to 20.
And just going through the list. Yeah, is there any work experience involved in any of the courses?
So the majority of your time with us, we would call what we call work-related opportunities, because we are taking you to a professional venue. You'll be liaising with the people who run the theatre. and everything is sort of made to that sort of professional standard. So this isn't just a case of a little show for friends and family. We advertise on their website the public book to come and see you. So we really do emphasize the fact that this isn't just a little student show. This is a proper production of a known play or musical that members of the public have actually paid for. So we sort of put that pressure on you, and we make a work experience in that way. Other than that, we take you out. We do small scale touring with you, so you get a real taste of what it's like to be an actor starting out. It's getting up at 7 a.m. It's loading up a van. It's driving to a school, setting up a show, putting on a pantomime, packing it down, going to the next school. So it can be pretty relentless in that way. We also then will ensure that there is 1 week in your second year that is allocated for a work experience week. So your teachers, and then you will be assigned a tutor, will help guide you through that first year to find a week's work experience, which we try as best we can to make subject related.
And how does the college day work? For example, if lessons don't start until 11 o'clock, do they come in at 9 like they would for school?
No, when you're not in class, essentially your time is your own. So we do try to treat you like adults that manage their own time. Having said that, you do have plenty to do. The studios are available for you. So when you are not in lessons, you can actually also book in some extra rehearsal time. We also have the library that's open where you can keep up to date with your coursework. But your time when you're not in schedules is your own. Yes.
Great. I think it's one of the last questions if anyone else has any more. But when students get their results in the summer and they don't get the grades, I guess, that they were hoping for, that's something they can discuss at interview or
yeah, of
enrollment.
course. Yeah, come and see us anyway. And there will always be an option. Okay, so if you haven't had the grades at level 3, then we can start to talk about the options of level 3, at level 2. And it's just that thing of, it might just take you that little bit longer to give you that extra year. Okay, but it also might be, the things that are most important to us. So we want to know what your skills in English are like, essentially. And obviously, if you have drama qualifications or creative qualifications, how you did in those. But we are always open to meeting you and having a proper discussion with you. And if it's really not right for you for whatever reason, there is advice on hand to find the more suitable pathway.
Great, thank you. Yeah, there aren't any more questions.
Right.
So I think that's it. If anyone does have any further questions, they can contact yourself, Jamie, can't they?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Otherwise, yeah, contact the admissions department.
Yeah.
Details are on the website, and I will post in the chat box as well.
Great.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, guys.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye-bye.